Hello! Look at us moving and no glitching. Yes, thank you so much for joining us this Friday night. You're watching the Fables of Gahlia on the Swole Initiative Network, the correct way to start your weekend. We're gonna get into some fisticuffs in a little bit, but first of all, let's give a special shout out to some awesome companies that make all of this possible. Starting with Stacks.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so I am dropping everything right now. Straight from the halls of Valhalla comes our first sponsor of the night, Norse Foundry. They create artisan dice for all your gaming accessories, crafted from the finest metals and gemstones by the dwarves themselves. With Norse Foundry, even your nat ones, hopefully I don't roll a nat one, but if it was, it would be beautiful. Check out the link in the chat currently. And if you would like, or head over to norsefoundry.com and use our special code SWOLE, SWOLE, to get 10% off today.
Awesome. Betty, I think you're next, right?
Yeah, that's me. You can also check out our friends over at Nine Realms Gaming, where they hand make all their products from quality natural woods to make beautiful and affordable gaming accessories for everyone. You can use the code SWOLE10 and get 10% off of your purchase at ninerealmsgaming.com, where you can get custom trays like this for the moon phases here, and you can roll your Nine Realms amethyst gemstone dice and get an 8 just like me, or better, maybe better, hopefully better. But yeah, that's it. Go to ninerealmsgaming.com and you can check that out in the chat.
Awesome. And Brent.
All right, you guys, it is once again time to give a special thank you and shout out to our next sponsor of the evening. Say it with me, Griffin Co. If you would like to get in on this awesome action, you just go over to griffinco.com and use the promo code SWOLE22 at checkout, and you too can receive 22% off of your order.
Awesome. And then rounding us out, Ashley?
It's me! Hey, you, do you like dice? Do you like the devil? Did Jimmy Proctor see you dancing with the devil? It's a little Crucible reference for you nerds out there. Yeah, okay. Anyway, roll for initiative before jumping into the mosh pit with Dice and Devil Horns. Visit diceanddevilhorns.com for heavy metal tabletop gaming merch, mugs, and more. Use code SWOLE at checkout for 10% off your order, and be sure to follow them on Instagram for those sweet, sweet memes. That's Dice, the letter N, devilhorns.com. Rock before you roll.
There we go. Awesome. Yes, little things. We are at 54 out of 70 of our next giveaway goal for subs. So if you add to that, then we get to 50, then 70. Great start. Now you can see me fail in high definition. So once we get to 70, we will unleash the giveaway, the gifted subs, prime subs, regular subs, whatever. It all counts towards it. And we are giving away our final vault from Nine Realms Gaming. Whoop. There's stickers inside. So yes, that's what we're giving away. It's magnetic. It's padded on the inside. You ain't getting anything out of there. Unless you want to. Then you can very easily. But yes, so that's what we're giving away next. With regard to Norse Foundry, they have just started what's the word? Trading out of their warehouse again. They're dealing with slight building issues, but they are sending out orders and things now. So I'm going to get all of those giveaways. Everyone who's waiting on a giveaway, all of their stuff's going to go out within the next week. So yes, I'll be sending those through. Just a little update on that stuff. Other things, channel points you can use to give the players flex points. So you spend 1,000 points on a player, and 10 players in total spend them on the same player. They will get a little flexing arm icon next to them. They will have a flex point where they can flex their abilities and do things that they shouldn't be able to do. But if they make it cool enough, then I might let them. So team up in the chat and decide who needs what. Maybe Lost. Maybe. Yes, we have that. If you are not already following us is a huge boon to us. And so you can go ahead and click that follow button and you'll actually get a character rolled on screen like some people have already. Thank you so much for those follows. It goes a long way for us being a little itty bitty channel. So yeah, thank you so much. And everyone who's just here watching or like has us on in the background while they're doing other things, thanks so much for being here. This is the reason we do it. And so we're super thankful for every one of you that is here or watches the VODs here or on YouTube. Doesn't matter. Just it's just really cool that we get to do this for you guys. So yes, thank you. I don't think I have anything else. Nope. So I guess the only thing to do is roll that trailer and head into the next chapter of the Fables of Gahlia. And welcome back. So, last time we left off, you guys had taken the directions given to you by Sartak, the Goliath Ranger, and had made your way into a drier landscape, getting towards the coast, where you eventually came upon the sounds of shouting and screaming in the distance, and through meticulous reconnaissance work from I keep going to say Ashley, from Adeline, going invisible and watching, she was able to ascertain that there were a couple of what looked like sort of hunters scoping down an area and looking like they were trying to steal eggs in order to go back to Eric's in Elderwich. Forgetting my entire world now. That's good. One was turned to stone and then was sort of haphazardly starting to regenerate back when everyone walked over yelling and screaming and set off a stampede of basilisks out of the caves surrounding this pass. And so battle had ensued. We got through a little bit of combat before the end, so we're going to pick up back in that combat scene. Just as a refresh, Lost had failed his first save against petrification and is currently stuck to the rock that he is planted on. And so I think with that, it's a good time to open up the combat map. And yes. So we start at the top of the round. Rhapsody. What would you like to do?
So my eyes are still closed, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Do I like sense or hear any creatures nearby?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, you would have heard Rob go down, and then you would have heard a scream from Dave, who is on the floor in front of you. Remember, his legs are still petrified, so he was unable to get up and defend himself.
Okay. I will. Sure, why not? I will open my eyes.
Okay.
And if I see a creature, I'm going to throw my dagger at it.
There is one directly in front of you.
Oh, nice. Let's see. $14?
14 does not hit.
I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
Big numbers. 16?
16 does hit.
Yes.
Is this with Coram's dagger?
Yeah. So that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll like. That's just like darkness over to in the ring, right?
Yes, that is magical darkness. So you
Okay.
don't see the other ones, the other one in there.
Can I like judge how far I would need to go into it to kind of get around on the backside, or can I just like jump over the guy's stony legs? I don't know how to put it.
You can you can actually go off to the side into the darkness from there. There's nothing impeding your path, but once you go inside it, you won't be able to see anything.
Okay. Where's Devil's Sight when you need it? Okay. I will. I'll just judge it to where I'm in the darkness, and then I'll Fury of Blows, but at disadvantage. So I'll be like just to the left square of the creature.
Like here?
Yeah. Okay. Disadvantage. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna hit. And that's not gonna hit. So, yep. I'm punching in the dock.
Shadow boxing. Yeah. Okay. So, opening your eyes and looking forward, grasping at the dagger to your side, you throw it across, and but seeing it coming, the basilisk whoosh, flicks it away with its tail. Your gaze and his meeting in that moment. But as the dagger returns to you magically into your hand, you spin and unleash it again. He wasn't expecting it to come back so soon, and it stabs in into its side before it reappears back in your hand. You dart off into the magical darkness, and you guys just see a couple of hands just out of the dark, missing everything completely. But I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 17.
17 does succeed.
Yes! That's the only roll I needed to make.
Your knees start to kind of feel like, it's been raining outside. It's a little cold. They're a little grindy, but you're able to kind of push through that feeling and shrug it off. Is there anything else?
No, that should be all.
Awesome. Adeline.
So technically, I don't want to do this, but if you ended your turn in there, then you have to make a dexterity save.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
We'll communicate this on the backside. Okay. 19.
Okay, you're fine. The tentacles just like brush up against you fondly.
That's probably what made me miss.
Like, ooh, oh.
Kind of goes up your inside leg. And you're like, ooh.
All right. So then,
Just as a reminder, Adeline, I am standing in front of you with my shield. Like I am shielding the both of us.
perfect. Adeline is not going to look up because with this spell, I do not have to sight a creature. They just have to be within earshot. So targeting the one in front of me, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. I think I just touch my book and kind of like these unearthly sounds in a language that like isn't intelligible kind of come out. And that one needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet. Wisdom. This has got to be high.
For a lizard?
-1. All right, let's see. Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
So for a total of 19.
let me see. I don't know.
I can't cancel that, can I?
Okay, so you're gonna take half
No.
damage, but you don't have to move away or anything else.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
So let me roll my conditions.
So yeah, so pressing your hand into the book. I would say Rose would probably see this, but these sort of black shadows in the shape of tentacles just creep across the ground out into the magical darkness. And you can hear, Rose, you hear this language that doesn't make sense at all. Moving towards the darkness, and but unfortunately within the chaos of Hadar's hunger, it's kind of lost and doesn't have the same effect. But what damage did you get?
Half of 13.
Would I recognize the spell because my sister uses it all the time? The nature of the spell, anyway.
You make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. 17.
17. You're able to kind of loosely put two and two together. You're not exactly sure, but you do recognize with the kind of whispering sounds, like a correlation between the two.
Okay.
And that is going to be. I'm gonna stay there behind the shield, continuing not to look up and continuing to concentrate on Hadar's hunger as much as I can as well. And it lasts
Sweet.
for 1 minute, so it should be up for a few rounds more.
Okay, cool. Let me see. Oh, it is. That's the one that's done. Okay, yeah, I did that. Alrighty, it is the one that is inside Hadar's hunger. So, he starts his turn. So, does he need to make a save against, or does it happen?
I think. I'm not going to lie to you. No, if he starts it, he automatically gets 2d6, but he gets a chance to make a dexterity save if he ends it in there.
Got it.
So
Good to know.
the 2d6 is a 5.
2d6 is what?
85.
85 is what I heard.
That's what I heard as well. What?
A 5.
5. Okay. I was like, I don't think so. Okay, great. All right, so he's going to come out of the darkness. And yeah, is gonna rush, and
I'm gonna try to swing at him first though with my reaction because I have Polearm Master. So before
okay,
he
yeah,
gets
I'll give you that with the reach.
Yeah, so before he gets into that square in front of Adeline, it's gonna be that one square back. Let's see here. And I'm at disadvantage, right? I'm restrained.
If you're not trying to look at him, then you're at disadvantage.
Because I remember last I failed the saving throw last game, so it started creeping up on my legs, I think.
Yeah, it's just flavor, but you're like feeling stuck to that rock.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay,
Like
so
your feet aren't moving.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it's a 23.
23. Okay, so
23 to hit, and he takes 10 damage. And he his movement turns to 0 at the square, 5 feet away from Adeline.
So you have a 10-foot reach, right? Because you're elevated as well.
Yep. Oop, can't hear you.
I'm deciding. Because you're up and then striking downwards.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if it would hit him that far out.
Got it.
Although I didn't technically set a height for that rock in my head. So,
Well, never mind.
Come on, Jay. It's almost Christmas.
I was just gonna say, if he stuck to the rock, he could. If he stuck to the rock, he could do the Michael Jackson lean, and he can get even more reach.
I'll give it to you. Don't say I never give you anything. But did you make that attack without disadvantage?
Without, yeah. Should I do it again?
Well, it depends. If you're looking at it.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep looking at it. Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Then-
faith. I have faith in my Constitution saving throw.
One
Hopefully.
you already failed.
Okay. I mean, you're already affected by it anyway, so it doesn't actually do anything extra.
Stress.
So okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, kicking that chain out, it actually scuffs along the like. You're not able to kick it because your feet are still stuck in place, but you're able to kind of launch it over your elbow, and the end of the chain kind of bounces off of the ground underneath it. And as it's kind of trundling towards you, it gets tangled around its feet and just kind of poof, eats it into the dust a little bit before getting up, but did prevent it from getting close. So, good move. All right, moving on. All right, Rob's gonna make a death save.
Ooh.
18.
Oh wait. Okay.
18. One success. Kaya, you are up. Rose on deck.
I heard. I mean, when he went down, you groaned with your role play. So I'm assuming I heard it and could see it because I've got my bandana up and I can kind of see under the bottom of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tentatively step up until I can kick his body and then see that it's him. And then I'm going to bend down over him and I'm going to feed him one of my potions, healing potions.
Okay.
And I'm going to do. I can do that as a bonus action, correct?
Feeding another is an action.
Okay, so then I'll do that.
Just because it's a little bit more involved than swigging.
Right. Absolutely. He gets 7, 8, 9 points of healing.
Woo! That's almost as much as you took from him.
Ha.
Hey.
Huh.
Well done.
Bonus action. I'm going to. Is there? Can I see anything? Or not? See anything? Can I? The one that like took him out. I know it's there. I'm gonna try to take just some unarmed strike at it at disadvantage without looking. Is it? Can I see it? Or I mean, do I know it's there?
It's
The
on
one
the
that-
other side of him.
Okay.
So you'd have to cross him to be able to make an unarmed strike.
I'll use my whip.
Your whip.
Can I do that?
Cool whip.
It's got 10-foot reach.
Yep. You can use that. It's just at disadvantage.
All right, I will do that then. Let me find that. That's a 16 plus 8 on the first one, and a 5 plus 8 on the second one. 13.
Whoa! All right.
Does that hit?
Oh, that's to hit?
Yeah.
13 does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it did. Yeah. I rolled a 24 and a 13.
Got it. Sorry.
And that's going to be my turn.
Yeah, I thought that was damage. I was like, holy crap.
No. Yeah, whip. I don't think a whip can do that much damage. At least mine can't. Mine can't.
Yeah, so you're able to sort of wade your way across and find Rob, feeding him a healing potion. You watch as he gasps back, but his eyes kind of still fluttering under his eyelids for that moment. Knowing that you've done what you can for him in this moment, you then grasp your whip to the side and just flick it straight out in front of you, still looking downwards, and it whoosh, just misses, but comes back. Unfortunate. Rose, you are up.
Okay.
So you just watched the basilisk rush out and then get tripped over by the chains of Lost.
Wait. I I am going to do something offensive, I think. Okay, so the spell says toward a target or creature of your choice within range, and it doesn't say anything about seeing them.
Okay.
So I would like to guiding bolt the one in front of us.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a.
Wait, is it an attack roll?
It is. So I have
An
to roll
attack
for
roll,
it.
right? So
Mhm.
that to me is an aimed attack, and I think we did this last time as well.
Oh,
We did it.
oh.
We did it at disadvantage
Okay.
because it is an aimed attack.
Yeah. So I will go second level,
Okay.
guiding bolt, and I'll roll at disadvantage. The first roll is a 19 plus 8. The second roll is a 15 plus 8.
That does hit. Yes.
Cool. So that at second level is going to be 5d6.
5d6.
D6. 3d6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we reroll ones, right? Okay. Wow, it's only 15 points of, I believe it's radiant damage. It is
15 points radiant damage.
radiant damage.
That's that one. That's that one. Okay.
And
Oh, math.
next attack will have advantage on hitting it
Mm.
because it glows with the radiant light. It's glimmering. So basically, if he hits it without looking at it,
Yep.
we'll just straight up. And then for my bonus action, that's all. I don't have a bonus action that I can do because I cast a spell. I'm going to just stay in front of Adeline with my shield, making sure that she's at least, as much covered as possible.
Okay, cool. So yeah, holding your shield and reaching over with your hand. None of you are looking, but all of you see this just emission of golden bright light. Adeline, you and Lost especially. Adeline, you see it go underneath the shield, just illuminating as this crackle of golden energy strikes the basilisk on the ground, kind of knocking it back onto its belly a little bit. It didn't like that. Did you have anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. Cool. All right. Nope. And yeah, okay.
Is someone else making death saves?
Oh yeah, Dave needs to. No, his goes later.
But is someone at 0, like unconscious? Making
Yes.
death saves?
Dave.
Is he within 30?
Oh no, he's not. He's not. He's up. Rob is
Okay,
up.
okay.
Everyone's okay.
All right. Well, I don't want to miss an opportunity to help someone. Okay.
Okay. Lost. Please make another Constitution saving throw.
Do I make it at the beginning or end of my turn?
Starting your turn.
Oh, okay. 22.
22 succeeds.
Succeeds. I wasn't planning to move anywhere anyways. That shadow drops from my body and comes right up in front of Adeline with my bonus action. Yeah, and like in one motion as it's coming up, it's got the blade of the spike chain in its hand, and it comes up trying to eviscerate him from the bottom up.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I think I'm going to take a chance and try to do this with the Great Weapon Master. So -5, so I +3. 11.
11 does not hit.
Not hit, but I have a second attack. That's a crit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so good. Yes.
Do you get 2 attacks with your shadow? Or is this
What's
an
that?
attack? Is this which attack? Who is attacking right now? Your shadow?
My shadow.
Okay. Do they get
Yeah.
2 attacks?
Yeah, just because I'm 5th level, so I can attack. It just uses my attacks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. 27 damage. Wait, no. I take that back. So it's max. Yeah, 27 damage. That's because of crit.
So my basilisks have 60 hit points. This one is currently at 33. And you crit with 27, which makes 60. How do you want to do this?
That's exactly what it is. So the shadow just sunk from my body into the rock, came up with that spiked blade, eviscerating the basilisk from the guess the belly up to its jaw, and then my shadow backs up in front of Rose's shield, and we get like a Marvel superheroes cover pose with the 3 of us.
Do you actually want to move the shadow where it is? Or just like, is that just flavored?
Just flavor, because I'm right.
Okay, cool.
So all 3 of us are standing there. That's like a perfect superhero cover pose. My shadow backs up and is like with the chain right in front of her shield.
I stand up with the shield on my arm, like.
Adeline's flashes are still off. She doesn't know what's going on.
So as the shadow emits from the ground, the basilisk has gotten back to its feet, and you hear that rumble as it starts to take its charge forward again. The shadow reaches up through the ground, blade first, and just guts it like a fish, all the way from the base of its tail all the way up to the edge of the jawbone, and everything just falls out from underneath him with the weight of this huge beast, and it falls silent, tongue out, blue blood seeping out into the dust. Awesome.
You know what I imagine? I imagine Rose's radiant strike hitting, and there's just like a cloud of radiant bursts, and then my shadow just comes right up out of the radiant cloud.
That's awesome.
All
all right. Now it is okay. Yeah, so it's that one's turn. So the basilisk that bit Dave on the ground sees the whip come out, and so does just about manage to travel across, with it being rough terrain, and is going to take a bite attack against Kaya. Where are my stats? There it is. So that is that's not gonna hit. That's 17 to hit.
You muted.
No, it misses.
yeah, that's it for that one. And then the other one's gonna go. Who is right in front of Rob. But he just got attacked as well, so he's gonna go over from the other side. And attack with advantage now. Which it needs. I rolled a 5 and a natural 1. So, kind of trundling across the body, is unable to make purchase on your body, luckily. But you are now surrounded by the basilisks. Back to the top of the round. Rhapsody, you are up.
Nice. How much damage do I take, Adeline, dear?
You're about to take 2 cold damage.
Okay.
Sorry. It's a 7.
Okay. So that happens, and you just hear like a. And I'm gonna roll which direction. Oh no, that's the wrong dice. Where's the D? No, that's right, guys. A D4 to figure out which direction I'm gonna run out of this darkness in, since I can't see. 3. So south. I'm just gonna run out south until I'm not being licked by tentacles anymore.
So as you run out of the darkness, you do meet the downed body of Dave with stone legs, and so I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 24.
24. Yep. Easy. Almost like going back to your time in the temple doing agility ladder work in the sand. You're able to go in between his limbs like across, and you're able to keep upright and keep moving.
Okay. And then as soon as I get out of the darkness, yeah, like that's fine. I will take my
that one's dead.
my dagger and go to strike the creature, because I think that one's still alive.
Yep.
That's not gonna hit. Okay. I'm gonna do it again. Cocked. Okay. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Okay. 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points. Okay.
And then I will unarmed strike. So I'm just kick it.
Okay.
26 to hit.
26 will hit, yeah.
Okay. 9 bludgeoning, and I will expend another key point and stunning strike it. So it needs to make a
Con.
save.
14 plus 2, 16.
Dang it! 15 was the DC.
Ooh.
Darn low cons. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. Yeah, so running out of the darkness, doing your agility work through, you're able to start basically wailing on the tail that is whipping around, and you can see as you're starting to take damage out of the tail, you can see as it's getting knocked around, seemingly knocking it off balance. We have Adeline.
Yes. I would like to drop Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
It seems inconvenient now. I think, yeah, all the tentacles kind of just like suck back into the ground and like she like absorb back into like her book. And still looking down, she's gonna kind of like focus on her hands and create like a dark void of energy as she casts Melf's minute meteors. And so now she's circled by these 6 like tiny black holes, and she's going to shoot off 2 of them towards, because they can strike against a solid surface, it doesn't necessarily have to be a creature, towards where she hears towards the ground where she hears the other one that's like closest on the other side of that rock.
I will say you'll have to move around to
the
see,
rock.
because
Okay.
you have
Can I-
a large rock with Lost on top of it.
I can't just like peer between his legs.
You're just getting a face full of butt.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, she'll circle around the back side of the rock, like away from the shadow lost, to kind of peek over there and send 2 of them flying on her bonus action. That is a dexterity save, 15 DC.
17 minus 1. 16.
Fuck. So close.
Can't roll like this to hit. Can't roll like this to hit.
You're still gonna take half damage though, so that's gonna be 4d6 halved.
46.
46. Ooh. So 19 halved.
85.
19 and a half. 85 from 2d6. I've lost which one it is now. There we go. That's 19 halved.
Yes.
Cool.
And that is action, bonus action, and I'm gonna stay beside that rock.
Great. Yeah. So those orbs of dark energy forming around you, running around, keeping your eyes down, throwing your hand out as they fly out. Is just one that you released?
I shot up 2.
2. Okay. So 2 of them taking off towards it, but only just kind of glancing off of its large, beefy shoulders, not quite doing as much damage as you'd hoped. And then it is. Oh, he did. It is Rob's turn. So Rob is going to stand up. And turning around, will once again lean in with his sword over the top for a 2 and strikes nothing but sand next to him as he's just kind of like wheezing, trying to get himself back together. He doesn't look very stable on his feet and his legs are kind of wobbling. He is healed but not doing very well. Let me see. It is Kaya. You are up.
All right, I am just going to lash out with unarmed strikes at the one in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to make those. Let's make those. Let's make them lightning damage.
Okay.
Just for like flavor there.
So 2 attacks with disadvantage.
Yes. said 13 plus 8, 21 on the first roll, 19 plus 8. So 21 on the first attack. And the second attack is 17 on the first one and 11 on the second one. So I guess just the first one hits. And that'll be 5. 9 points of lightning damage. And then bonus action, I'm going to flurry of blows. So 2 more attacks. 17 on the first attack. And 22 on the second attack.
Ooh, 22 with disadvantage? Yeah, both of those hit.
Yeah. And those are both. So that is 17 more points of lightning damage.
Dang. All right.
So I just start just swinging, and just, you know, if it connects, then you just see these crackles of like just sparks, you know, just flying and penetrating right into its skin.
Yeah, so just like he says, there's a couple of shots that actually connect with its like thick leathery hide, and for that moment you see like what looks like a skeleton inside it as the lightning connects with it, and it reels back in pain, but doing okay for now. Rose, you are up.
When I look over at Lost, what do I see?
When you look at Lost,
Yeah, what's happening there?
he's fine. He's still in his superhero pose.
Oh, so he's not. Oh, he's good now?
Yep.
Oh. Cool. Then I will. Is it just the one left there in front of Rhapsody?
There's this one and this one.
There's
This
two.
one on either side of Kaya.
Okay, I want to move to a place. And just so I understand, do I have to like look at their eyes to have to make a con save, or is it like just seeing them in general?
You don't know.
Oh. Well, whatever. I'll walk over there by Adeline and cast Bane on those two.
Like this way around, or this way around? The same way as Adeline went.
Yes, that. Mhm. They have to make charisma saves.
Oh well, these are charisma. Never mind. I was going to use a word, and then my brain decided no. That isn't for the one nearest you.
Mm-hmm.
Is an 18 minus 2, 16.
That is my.
Ooh, the other one is a 17 minus 2, 15.
Okay, so the one under the tree didn't save, and the one closest to me did.
Yep.
No. Okay. Well,
There's so much happening under that damn tree.
yeah. Well then, that's all I can do. I'll step back into like protection mode and put the shield up between me and Adeline, or
Okay.
not between me and between them and me and Adeline. You know,
Fuck you, Adeline. Yeah, no, like in front of you both.
push Adeline in front of my shield.
Only one of us could make it. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll bring you back.
Wow. Lost. You're up, buddy.
All right. I am going to jump off the rock and run right up to that first basilisk right in front of me. And I take a swing.
All right.
That is a 15.
15. That just hits.
That just, oh yeah, it just hit. Okay. And that's 9 damage.
9 damage on that one. Okay.
Does that one look pretty roughed up?
It looks pretty rough. It was already getting kind of knocked off balance by Rhapsody, and now you've come in and kicked a chain into his underbelly, and it's not looking great.
But this one, I think Kaya and Braz got it. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, so I swing at that one, and mid-swing, I misty step across the way to the other one.
Okay.
And like I'm samurai style. I'm not even turning around. My blade swings around in a circle, and the back swing of my blade slashes at that basilisk. And that is a 18.
18 hits.
Yep.
So kicking the chain off of the ground into the underbelly.
That's also 9 damage.
It falls to the side, and then swinging the chain upwards in an arc over him. Poof, black smoke poof, reappearing the other side as the chain and slings down, striking 9 damage, you said?
Yep.
Oh gosh, math. Come on, guys. There you go. I still got it wrong. I got it right. Yeah, that was sweet. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's everything. I'm taking a position to protect this civvy right here next to me.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, nope. No one would see that. That's fine. Let's see. Lost. Okay, passes. So it's that one's go. Looking pretty beaten and bloodied. This one is actually going to try to flee.
Damn it!
So there's attacks of opportunity for Kaya and
Me?
who?
No.
No. Gahlia and Rhapsody. If you
He's got a
want to
20-foot reach.
And I am a
Dirty
warcaster where
20?
my spells go that far.
with disadvantage,
Wait, disadvantage?
unless you're looking straight at it.
Maybe.
I looked at it.
Nope, I don't trust my con enough. Yeah, 30, 20. I rolled 18 on the second one. Plus
Oh, all right.
other
Yeah.
numbers.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna opportunity tag, but I'm gonna look.
I did 10 piercing points.
Rhapsody, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I didn't even have to roll.
Oh! As it's running away, I'm like, and I just like stab it in its tail and like kind of like pin it to the ground for a second, and then I like let it go, and the dagger reappears in my hand.
So you'd already beaten and kind of cut up around the tail. So when you go and stab it down, it stabs into the ground, and you actually find purchase on some rock. And for a moment, while it's thundering away with all of its body weight and all of its momentum running, you watch as it pulls out of its tail, leaving the meat and entrails behind it as it continues running, and just this trail of blue guts and just innards making a trail as he starts slowing down and then into the ground.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
You
That's
can't see
awesome.
this, Adeline. You're blind.
Oh, I didn't see that. There's just a blur of blue over there.
Yeah, so then it's the other one's turn, who is seeing that also going to attempt to flee back to his cave.
So I will take the opportunity to attack on this one.
Okay. Go ahead and make it before I have to try and put the map back together.
All right, it is 24 to hit because I'm looking, and that'll be 9 points of lightning damage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Making that strike, it does continue to run.
But it couldn't meet my eyes because it's running away.
You don't know how it works.
Don't know.
No one's told you shit.
I don't know.
You
But
just
you're
saw
right, I don't.
Adeline saw that he was shielding his view. That was all. Okay.
But I looked, so.
He gets there. Rob actually gets an attack. No, he doesn't, because he doesn't leave melee. So he's just circled around Rob, so he doesn't get an opportunity attack. But is currently fleeing. Back to the top. Rhapsody.
Ridiculously, in a boast of intimidation, I'm going to put my 50 foot of movement to use and just get in front of it and cut it off at the path. And then I'm gonna stab it like a bunch of times. For the first one, 27 to hit.
With disadvantage, or are you looking directly at it?
Ooh. Ooh. It's just this one. Looking at it.
All right.
Kill it before it kills me. 11 points of piercing damage.
All right. How you want to do this one?
I'm gonna go for its eyes because I know, like, if it doesn't have eyes, then we're fine, right? That's how that works. If it can't see
you
me,
don't
can't
know
see
how it
it.
works, but that's fine. You can still
It's
stab
its
it in the eye.
scales. But yeah, I'll just like gouge out with the dagger in its eye vicinity.
So Rhapsody takes off into a Naruto sprint, skidding, putting one foot out and sliding in the dust in front of him. He takes out Korum's dagger, flips it around, stabs it into one eye. It gouges straight into the hilt. He releases, and then as he puts his hand over to the next eye, it reappears and sticks it into the other eye. As it falls.
Yes.
And that is that. You guys are out of combat. And I actually think that's a really good place for us to take our quick 10-minute break.
Yes.
and then we will be right back to mop up the pieces, I guess. Please hang around, and we will be right back, guys. welcome back. So, as the final basilisks are removed from this plane, what would you like to do?
Is it done? Are they gone?
Sir, excuse me. Sir, are you okay?
Who are you saying that to?
Rob. But I don't know his name.
Yeah. He's kind of like, he puts his sword in the dirt and kind of leans on it a little bit, gasping for breath, like, yeah, but you hurt me a lot, and then I guess you brought me back or something.
Well, I didn't really know you were there. I have this breath I can do, kind of like a dragon, and I had my eyes closed because it seemed to me you're not. We heard you saying don't look at him, and so I wasn't looking, and I didn't know you were right there in the same direction as him, and it has a wide dispersal, and I didn't know you were there. I really am sorry, and when I heard you go down right after that, I was like I can't let that be. I have to do something about that.
Well, I mean, that hurt, but then I got bit by the basilisk, and so
That's what they're called, basilisk.
Yep.
Did I hear you say something about Eric?
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
No, that was Adeline.
Oh, I never mind. I didn't hear anything. But but she did say that in our conversation.
Did she communicate it back? Okay.
So
he would probably say, I don't think you did.
Well, she said y'all were talking about getting these eggs for Eric or something.
Yeah.
Well, I just want you to know, if you get a chance to eat them after he's prepared them, you really should. So how are you getting them to him anyway? Are you about to see him?
Well, we're a little ways out yet, but...
I mean, are you going... Is he still in Elderwich?
Yeah, that's where his restaurant is.
Well, I thought he might have branched out.
I don't think so.
Well, all right. Yeah, it's a long ways back to Elderwich from here, isn't it?
It is away.
Well, I guess you don't have to worry. These eggs aren't going to hatch or anything on the way.
Well, probably not, because there's lots of dead ones right now, so not many to look after the eggs.
Is that like the whole nest? Are there going to be any more, do you think?
Oh, there's probably a lot more.
So maybe we should move on, kind of get out of the area. Yeah, let's probably get out of the area. Do you need some help? We can help carry you out. And
you hear a voice around. I need some help.
I believe his legs are still mobilized partially.
Oh, and Adeline will put back on her glasses. The blood, right? The blood reverses the process?
Yeah, it does.
There's plenty of blood around here.
My God, that's a lot of blood.
That tail, you could just turn it up and pour the blood out of it.
I'm gonna take my glasses back off.
What has been seen cannot be unseen. Yeah, so Rob walks over to one of the corpses and pulls some of the blood and takes his sword and cuts along similar place that he stabbed that first one that you saw, Adeline, and the blood just kind of rushes out, and so he starts taking it and applying it to Dave's legs, which slowly start to turn back softer into the like pant material becomes material rather than rock again, and the cracks in it start to mend back together, and he starts to move his legs once more. Oh, thank fuck for that.
Isn't it convenient that what's done by the creature is undone by their death?
Miss, all due respect, but I don't really care. I just want to get out of here.
Okay. I just thought, circle of life and all.
It is interesting. I wonder if that works for anything else.
Maybe we should keep a vial of this blood with us.
So how?
Yes, I'm into other creatures. Maybe we should start experimenting with their blood.
I think that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
So these basilisks. How does that work when they turn you to stone? Do you have to look at them, or do they look at you, or how does that work?
It's their gaze. So if you can make eye contact with it, or if it can make eye contact with you, rather, then there's a good chance you're fucked.
What if you cast blindness on them?
It can still make eye contact, I believe, but I don't know, because I don't really cast a lot of spells. I'm more of the stabby variety.
Well, I assume stabbing their eyes out would probably work as well.
It's pretty effective.
You did find
Like
it.
wiping the dagger off.
Hey, Kaya, can I have that potion bottle that you used?
Yeah. Here you
Me
go.
and Rose have the same mind.
No, I'm gonna start filling up that potion bottle with basilisk blood.
Okay.
I've never heard of these creatures before. I'm still figuring out how to say their names.
Yeah. Give me a nature check.
Okay, that's not a proficiency of mine. 6.
6. The bits that you're able to put in, there's not a huge amount that's gone in there. Most of the blood was kind of dispersed through the rock and the gravel on the floor. You maybe have a little bit.
Aren't there 3 dead ones? I can't try to get a full bottle?
Would you like to try and stab them in the same place?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna need you to make another nature check.
Okay.
Milk
Is
the
there any way I
tail.
can help?
As I'm having trouble with this, I will kind of like think back to what he did and all the blood and I will guide myself on this next round of trying to.
And Roz will assist if he can, because he knows where the good tail slicing part is.
Good eating.
That's the new sentence. It has to be.
Does that mean I get advantage? Well, that's only gonna make it a 13 because my second roll was worse.
A 13.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to sink into the. Wait, do you have a sword?
I have a
I have
dagger.
a short sword.
You have a dagger. Okay.
Mhm.
So
I
yeah.
have a
So
short sword.
I don't think you do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Sorry, the music just spiked. There we go. Yeah, so using the dagger, you're unable to get as deep as Rob was in his what's the word? Harvesting of the blood. But you do kind of nick a little bit that flows pretty freely. And so I'm gonna say that you're able to fill up that one vial.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
I'm gonna take a look at the bodies of the basilisks. I don't know much about creatures, entomology of these creatures, but did we get the mother, or are these little baby?
The one who, yeah, give me a nature check for this.
Yeah, Let's see. 13.
13. I wouldn't say that you'd be able to tell if it was a mother or not, but you do get that the one that they killed before you guys got there, and the last one that had its eyes gouged out were like younger.
Ah. Got it. Okay. I'm just on the lookout in case Mama Lizard comes flying out of nowhere or something. That's all.
Can I do something else? I want to go over to one of the ones that still has its eyes.
Okay.
Are there... Can I remove its eyes without looking into them?
So from what you gathered,
It doesn't work once they're dead?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take one of the eyes, even though I know it doesn't work. And I'm going to put it in a cloth. I'm going to put it in my bag. And it's a gift for my sister.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a survival check.
A what?
Survival check.
Oh, sure. Much better at that. That's a 24.
24. Yep. How many eyes do you want?
I'll take 2.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to carve out and sever the optic nerve at the back without breaking the actual orb of the eye itself. And you can bag those up, and we'll see how long before they smell.
Oh, I'll cast Gentle Repose on them.
Okay. Slightly longer.
Unless I cast it every day, and they'll be perfectly until we get to the school and the institute, and then maybe I'll get some formaldehyde for him.
What's that?
It's a liquid that you can sustain biological matter and to keep it from degrading over time.
Yeah, my friend taught me about it.
So it's a preservative, like
Yeah.
salt.
Well, it's not going to desiccate something the way salt will, but yes, in a sense.
Could you still use it later? Or like, what if it was food? Can you store food in it?
No.
No, I wouldn't advise it.
My dad, he said that it was poisonous.
Oh, so it's not for food at all.
No, not for food. But like, if you're studying something and you don't want it to, maybe you don't have the ability to cast Gentle Repose like I do, wanted to keep it fresh for longer, then this can help keep things fresh. Ish.
That's really pretty neat. And you say the school has some? The institute?
I would assume so. Maybe.
I believe I've seen some in my father's study, chemical suspending things, and there's a lot of eyes and newts going around. You gotta keep it in something.
Mhm.
As you guys are having this conversation, you do see Rob reemerge from the cave off to the one side that the youngest one was trying to run to. He comes back out with his satchel that looks pretty full and says, well, I think we got what we needed, and thank you for well, mostly nothing, because we were okay until you came over.
Do you all get paid well for your egg collecting?
Yeah, pretty well. I mean, probably not as much as if this was the expected outcome, but well enough if you had just left us alone.
It was lovely to meet you too.
Adeline, isn't Eye of Newt just the same thing as mustard seed?
No, I don't think they're similar at
Goodbye.
all.
They just walk off.
Well, yeah, we had some in the village. It's just mustard seed, and one of the older ladies, she said, yeah, some people call this Eye of Newt. I didn't know what she meant at the time.
I'm pretty sure it's literal, where I'm from, but it may be a colloquial term for mustard seed, you called it. Fascinating. I've not heard that one.
You hear
Well,
it.
I mean, we're pretty backwards back there, where I'm from, so I don't know.
You hear a voice in the distance yell back, "Try not to get anyone else killed."
You're still walking.
Yep, he's walking away. And as you look across, you see one middle finger raised behind him.
That wasn't very nice.
No, we did deserve that. I can't help but feel responsible for kind of everything that just happened.
Do we really? When I got here, people were dying.
Yeah.
In my perspective, we helped.
I like that you keep a positive outlook, Rose.
Adeline, what was that magic you casted? It was rather invasive.
It was new, but somehow I just knew how to do it. It felt nice to unleash that. I'm so sorry that you got caught in the storm of it all.
I just thought it was darkness. I mean,
Oh,
had I known what lied inside, I would have made better judgments.
What was inside of it? I thought it was just darkness.
Oh,
Yes, Kaya,
So
it was just darkness.
But the way you're talking, I don't think it was just darkness.
I don't know, next
Adeline.
time Adeline cast it, you can take a dip inside.
Adeline, as you recall casting the spell and the new power from within it, that warm feeling, it emanates from the book in your hand. You feel it kind of pulse into your hand. And in your head, you hear a voice. Yes. Good.
I think there's more where that comes from, too. Maybe the next time that we, accidentally ambush some, strangers and cause basilisks to attack and all of that, I can try that out.
Plus, you're wearing a kilt, Kaya, so that's rather freeing.
You might rather enjoy the darkness.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Lots of tentacles in
It's never.
We should get the horses and be on our way. They did
Yes,
say that there could be more.
Maybe we go through this area slowly, quietly as we can, not disturb the ground, since they seem to be nesting there.
Yes.
Okay.
How much
see you guys.
daylight do we have left?
It is. It's still fairly early. You guys left like at the crack of dawn, basically. So, I mean, it's probably getting close to midday at this point.
I don't see any viable place to make camp here in the Rocky Mountains, so I think it'd be wise for us to get through this portion of the travel.
I agree. We need somewhere where the horses can graze a little bit.
Okay, so plan is to go back to the horses and then make your way through this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So easy enough to go and collect Ted and Jerry. As you come back to this area, I'm gonna need you guys to make a group stealth check.
Oy.
What if I wasn't intending to stealth? I'm just like walking back to.
Oh, good. Pull us along.
Then that would be an automatic fail for 1.
I mean, I don't know, because I would assume. I'm just thinking like, all right, all is done. Let's go get the horses.
Well, we did talk about that there would still be more of them in the area.
Right.
So I think we would tell you to be quiet.
Got it. Okay.
24.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
13!
16. Oh wait, I had disadvantage. Oh my god. 12.
13, 16, no, 12, and Rose,
19.
19.
And 22 and 25.
Yeah. I counted those.
24.
With 3 successes to 2 failures, you are able to slowly make your way through this area, being very ginger with the horse's hoof falls on the rock.
Yeah.
You're able to keep them steady and move through this area slowly until you start to see that the rock walls on either side start to lower, and you come out on the other side of the path. There are no caves around that you can see. It makes sense that you're probably in the clear at this point.
Nice. We should all make a mental note. Caves in the mountains. Basilisks. For future reference. Probably caves in the mountains anywhere is going to be something.
Right.
So maybe just watch out for caves in general.
Caves anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm new to all this
Same.
traveling and adventuring. I just left because I was looking for some answers, and so.
Have you found any answers?
Why? I found not to mess with any caves. That's for sure.
It's important.
Well, there may come a time we have to take shelter in a cave. We just have to be prepared that there might be something in there with us.
We can do a thorough check beforehand.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. We still have much of the day left. Hopefully we get a bit further. Do you think we'll be off the mountain pass by then? Or at least off... We're going up an incline, right?
It had come back down into that area where the walls were on either side. It is now leveled off.
Okay.
We're out of the mountain. Do we know about how much further?
You ask me this like every couple of hours. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
You were about 2 to 3 days away from Boulder when you started today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I say we make as much time as we can. And let the horses get a good rest this evening. And then maybe we can make some good time tomorrow.
I'm eager to get back to some form of civilization.
I don't really care one way or the other. And that's not something I really realized before now, but I think it's because I spent so much of my time outside when I was at the temple. It was my job to tend to the gravesite and the graveyard and the flowers.
It sounds lovely.
I would take naps in the cemetery and sometimes just sleep overnight. It was very safe there. I think it may be because we were surrounded by the Blackwood. Now, since I've traveled through the Blackwood, quite dangerous.
Oh.
How did you know like the right path to get through the Blackwood safely, or how did y'all do that?
It was like pure luck or fate. You gotta trust it.
Sure.
But the trees will eat you. We found that out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did you say the trees will eat you?
I did. It's very dangerous. They're all black. It's very much its namesake, the black wood. Trees are dark like black. And then some of them invite you to come close. And I don't know how else to explain that, but it's like enticing. And then they try to eat you. It's funny, my father never really explained to me the plants in the Blackwood. Maybe for good reason.
Why is Izir's temple in such a place where no one could come there to worship?
It's not that they can't. It's the amount of faith that is shown to get there. If fate allows you to get there, then you're meant to be there.
It's a pretty bold strategy.
Yeah. We were pretty secluded, didn't have a lot of visitors.
So I'd imagine so. Anyone who did come through, it would seem
Was meant to be there.
right. Adeline's like trying to do like statistics in her head to like figure out like the likelihood and be like math out like the fate of it all.
Lost, what about you?
What about me?
I mean, what's it like where you're from? Do you miss it?
Never. It was best part of my life is finding my way here and meeting you fine folk.
Did he just say something nice?
Lost said something nice!
Thank you.
I have to write this down. I'm gonna write today's date in my book. Lost said something nice.
Lost, make a deception check. I'm kidding.
I don't lost.
But no, I would not wish the Shadow Realm on any of you.
Would it just clash with our outfits?
Yes.
I think the way he talks about it, it would probably just clash with our existence.
Well,
Yes. Even one such as Kaya, your optimism and your the life in you would not prevail there.
Ooh.
You would turn in. You would be a different Kaya. That same much, yes.
I think probably I'll choose not to visit that place if I ever have a choice.
We have to visit now. I mean, he set the bar so high.
I'm curious. Just because it seems so different and difficult to cross that threshold. I would love to hear more about just how you made that crossing sometime.
He did say that he just walked through a portal of some kind.
That just opened up for you. You don't know the source of it.
It was that guy that we keep seeing. With the
The
skull.
crystal skull.
That's how we're all convenient.
That's Indiana Jones movie.
The crystal skull.
He's copper.
That's Indiana Jones.
No one
Because-
saw that movie.
I thought that my dream had a crystal skull. Maybe not. I totally forgot.
You had the veiled skull,
That's right.
the face of Endelin.
Lost, do you come from like a long line of princes? Do you have any siblings?
Are you asking if he has a hot brother?
I'm getting... Adeline, we're gonna have to have like a sidebar chat of exactly what needs to be versed out into like the ether.
I'm sorry, everything you say just drips with so much innuendo. I just like.
Yes, and the innuendo needs to stay that way. You don't call out the innuendo or else...
Sorry, I am new to all this. All right, go on. Ask about his hot
Don't
brothers.
worry, I will teach you how to flirt. It'll be great. It'll be
Will
like
you
our
really?
side activity. Yes.
Well, that's so fun.
I don't know if this is going to be a terrible idea.
I can't wait to make those rolls.
The family that I know of have either been lost to despair or lost to some other folly in trying to prove themselves or challenge themselves. My people like to live on the edge.
You would always have a home at the temple if you're looking for a new place to call home.
Is that a fancy name for a brothel?
No,
A real temple?
the real temple of Eastus.
You mean
My
with monks and fully covered people? Temple?
Yes,
No, I don't think I would be happy.
people that wear clothes. But it is just my family that runs it.
Yes. I would probably seek to be discharged from the Army of Fate before then.
But
It's a life membership.
It's like taxes.
Okay, so as this gripping conversation ensues, you guys make it like a fair way back down this mountainside. This was the path that Sartak had sent you on, that had allowed you to gain quite a bit of ground. It does take you back down towards green that you see again. This is actually quite like it's more of a vibrant green. Nope, none of you are from anywhere around here, so none of you would know. So the sort of the grasses are thicker and more lush. as you come down into this downward slope back off of the mountainside, and this path becomes muddier, less dry. The air becomes a little bit more less dry as well. Becomes easier on the lungs and things, and you kind of this air does remind you of where you were in Ulfgate, in Vagaden. Sorry, you're still in Ulfgate. Are you continuing on to look for a camp towards the end of the night?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Who is leading? Does someone want to give me a perception check for a camp?
I'll do it.
All right.
We're still following the instructions from.
True. Yeah. Yep.
22.
22. Yeah. With all ease, you're able to find a spot. Like the spots are fairly easy to come by. There's not a lot that is there's not a lot of area here that is guarded by thick trees. It's more sort of open areas of grassland, and you are starting to see some like small waterways and things, some creeks. Nothing huge as far as that's concerned, but it's sort of breaking up these meadows by these small sort of like brooks, almost like very, very small. But you can find a spot that is not too wet to camp on, so you find that, and you guys can go ahead and set up for the evening. If there's anything you would like to do before taking your rests and or watches.
Roz will go over to Kaya. You and anyone else that would like to accompany need to go looking for meats of some sort. We don't have food that's going to last us, so I'm putting you in charge of like hunt duty tonight, Kaya.
Okay.
I'll go.
All right.
I won't.
That was expected.
Adeline, the anti-volunteer. Cool. Okay. So the rest of you set up camp. For Kaya and Rose, just go ahead and give me a survival check.
$24.
19.
Okay. So we'll say that you managed to find a deer, and you're able to take it down with relative ease, and you're able to bring it back to camp to start preparing some of the meats.
I'll start quartering it out and making, deboning some of the roasts and skinning it and getting it all ready for him to cook.
Would I have ever seen it, like, I would assume that because of the blackwood around the temple, that some kind of creatures like that would probably not be as prevalent. So, like, killing a deer maybe wouldn't be something that I'd ever done.
It was you had done it. You did it with.
Well, no, I know, but like with the dressing and all that, like of the deer, like have I?
Oh no, you've not done that before.
I am taking all the mental notes on exactly what he's doing.
So right here, along both sides of the spine, is on each side there's a muscle, and it's called the backstrap, and it's the absolute best cut of meat on the entire deer. And it's about 3 or 4 inches in diameter, depending on the size of the deer, and it runs all the way down the spine on each side, and you can kind of cut it into little chops, or you can fry it, but I like to cook it in a little butter, and some salt and pepper, and it's really delicious.
Do you think that Roz has butter?
No, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably not, but it was probably on the cart.
You probably
But-
have it on the fire.
But I think he's pretty talented at the old campfire cookout. So he could probably do something really, really fantastic with these 2 cuts of meat, and then maybe we could do something, to preserve the rest of it.
I'm on the other end of the camp, and I've got the alchemy jug in the air, and I'm like, if you're looking to make a wine reduction, this thing stopped producing wine.
You're not supposed to do that. What's wrong with you?
Adeline, as you're listening to Kaya describe the various parts of the deer and how to dissect it, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Great. Fantastic.
I saw your face and I was like, I can't not.
Ashley's gonna have to do one too. Oh, 18!
18. Okay, so you get some of that sort of flush feeling in your face, and you're feeling a little hot, and you're able to just swallow really hard and let that wash back over you. You're okay.
She's gonna get up and walk to like as far from wherever they're dressing the deer as possible. And kind of like open her book and just kind of like start leafing through to just like get her mind off of it.
Cool.
Does this deer have horns or antlers? That's what they're called.
No.
Sometimes it's really, you get more meat on a buck, but sometimes the meat isn't as tender. So, but it depends on how old they are. So, a lot of the times the bucks with the big, antler rack, they're usually older. And so the meat isn't quite as tender, but you get more of it.
All right. That's also a good note.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with your evening? Perfect. Is anyone taking watch?
Yes.
Adeline's taking watch?
Yeah, I'll volunteer to take first watch. I think she's still feeling a little queasy. I think she probably poked around dinner and didn't really enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
So she'll
Adeline,
take
you go to lie down and the sky starts moving like in a circular way, and you're like, nope, not ready yet.
Yes, I'll keep a lookout first.
Alrighty.
Do you need company, Adeline?
Sure, if you're not feeling tired yet.
No, I mean, I have to make some treats anyway, so...
Alright. Yeah, stay up with me, Rose.
How do you like your new, feather pin?
Oh god, I love it. My hand used to cramp so badly from gripping my old quill. Now it's just so easy, it's effortless. Can't wait to take more notes in classes.
Classes?
Right. Assuming I'm going back to life as usual. It's kind of hard to picture now.
I mean, is that something that you want?
Well, it's something that was always just steady. There was no wanting or not wanting it, it's just what it was. I've never known anything else. Never thought there was anything else. This foray into adventuring is accidental as it was, has really opened my eyes to how much more there is outside of books in dusty old halls and, professors trying to outdo each other and all the politics of it all. That's all I've known, but there's just so much more. Nothing against books. I do love a good book. I mean, not to speak ill, but...
All this time I hadn't actually considered the fact that if we go back to the Institute, you might stay.
I hadn't really entertained the opposite. But I also don't think the reality of leaving you all had occurred to me either. And thinking of that is what breaks my heart.
I mean, regardless, when we get there, I guess all fates will decide how things should happen from that point forward.
Oh, come on now, Roz. Fate is just something people call the culmination of decisions that everyone makes. It's all statistics. It's all decisions. People make the decisions that people call fate.
I'm not sure I agree.
And here I thought you were a reasonable one.
I'm actually rather reasonable. That's why I don't agree.
It is
Alrighty.
nice.
Oh. No, go on.
It is nice to be around people who carry that optimism and that belief in something larger. It takes some of the pressure off our own choices, don't you think?
Yes, but it also, it's like a breath of fresh air to have people that aren't so set in their mindset, open to new ideas.
You would think that a place dedicated to learning would be full of people like that, but I think I'm becoming to realize it's quite the opposite. People are stuck in their way of thinking, and that's all. There's no convincing someone of anything else, there's just how it's been done and how it will always be.
But it's just, patterns of survival.
It's true. People will convince themselves of so many things in order just to get by. It's fascinating, really.
Yes, fascinating. Well, if you ever want to learn flirting tips or how to properly not dime out an or silver out an innuendo,
Right.
you just let me know.
I will. I think I'd like to, You see, my ears turn awfully red every time that I even get in any situation or see someone that I might have a crush on. Not that there is, but
Of course.
I
I mean, is there any rules against your ears turning red?
I suppose not, but I feel like it's a straight giveaway.
Giveaway or not, it's how you present yourself. I mean, if I saw a vivacious woman such as yourself with red ears, the ear temperament would be the last thing on my mind.
Vivacious. That is the first time that adjective has been thrown my way, and it feels nice, I suppose.
You
I
don't give
appreciate
yourself
it.
enough credit, Adeline. You're a very rambunctious girl.
I think perhaps maybe not enough, but also perhaps too much at times. I'm learning that as well.
Alrighty. Well, as you guys continue your watch, could you guys give me a perception check for me, please?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what we're supposed to be doing.
You guys are paying attention to anything.
My favorite phrase amongst all of that was ear tint.
13.
13?
21.
21. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different out here than the thick forests and things. It's a lot more still. You guys sit there having a conversation, keeping eyes out, ears tinted, and listening for anything of danger. You don't even hear any animals. No birds. The watch passes calmly. Who is next?
I can. I can take a watch by myself if I need to.
Okay. So, Rose, you're up.
I'll probably talk to Ted.
Okay. What do you say to Ted?
You know, Ted, there's a lot going on. Seems like every day there's a new danger. Things are happening with Lily that I don't even know what's going on.
Rose,
Yes?
who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to Ted. I didn't know you were awake.
Well, I mean, I was dreaming, and then I woke up and I heard you talking,
Oh.
but I didn't see anybody else awake.
No, it's just me. I'm making sure everybody's okay. I was just talking with Ted.
Well, I can sit up with you if you want.
Yeah, okay,
I
that's
can't-
fine.
I can't see very good in the dark, but I'll sit up with you.
I can see just fine for both of us.
Yeah, I know. You sure can.
Thanks for showing me how to take care of the deer and all that.
Well, you know, I mean, I've done it quite a few times with deer, but you know, you really can kind of most animals that mammal, that are game animals or even domesticated livestock type animals, they all have the same general musculature and skeletal anatomy. I mean, they're all different, of course,
Right.
but generally, the same cuts of meat are tender on, most animals because, the ones that the animals use, like that they walk with, the muscles that they use to walk on a lot, those are usually tougher.
I know
But
a
the
lot
ones
about anatomy and like
yeah,
medicine, so
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense to me.
yeah. So, but yeah, and you can apply what I showed you about the deer to, like goats or
We had
or like
at the
or like elk, or cows or cattle and sheep. They're all pretty similar, in terms of the process. You could pretty much apply it generally to most animals like that. I mean, it might be different for a snake, but if a snake, all you have to do is like cut it around the neck, and then you take the skin and then you turn it inside out and you just pull it right off. Yeah.
kind of like when you debone a fish.
Yeah, and you can, you can fry up the snake meat off right off of its skeleton, and man, that is good. Some people say it tastes like chicken, but that just depends on the kind of snake. Rattlesnake is, rattlesnake is pretty good, but and we generally try to eat those more than like your bull snakes or things like that. Bull snakes are really good to keep control of the bad snake population.
I think it was too cold where I'm from. We didn't see a lot of snakes. But I guess you've said several times that you're from a much warmer location, so it does make sense that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of deserty and warm where I'm from.
Yeah.
But it's you know, it's nice.
Well, I look forward to seeing.
Yeah, and you know, it makes me just think of some of the stuff that we ate, and I wonder what Eric could really do with some of that stuff we ate. You know, he could really turn it into something special.
You know what I was thinking? Your admiration for Eric is wonderful, and it's very wonderful for Eric, and that's good. But I wonder, and I don't know if this is the case or not, but I wonder if it makes Roz jealous.
No,
Well, you always talk about Eric, but Roz is literally making our meals every day.
you might have a point. But I always compliment Roz on his meals, and Roz's meals give you a extra boost too.
Exactly.
Sometimes he makes a snack for me, and it pulls me right out of my funk.
Yeah. It's probably high with carbs. Carbs do that.
Mhm. But I don't get that same crash that I do from carbs.
Because it's magic.
I think he does. He weaves a little love in there too. Magic and love. Yeah.
It's a secret ingredient. Love.
It's the 8th layer of the dip.
Okay, guys. Give me a perception check. I'm going to say with disadvantage, just for the conversation.
Oh, I have to do disadvantage?
Yes, you are being talked at about anatomy.
Ted never got to hear the end of
I know. I was talking to you. No. That is a dirty 20 with disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
No, it's a 21. Sorry. Math.
You know, other than some soft noises from Ted before Kaya woke up and started talking about the similarities of all sort of grazing animals and their musculature and how to dissect them, Ted walks away.
I was leaning on Ted.
And yeah, the rest of your watch goes quietly, almost eerily quietly.
Wait,
For
do I notice that? Like, there's no
what?
like creature noises?
Nope.
I find that odd. Kai, I find it very odd that there's no creature noises here.
Yeah.
Like growing up where I'm from, I feel like we have lots of stories that we can tell back and forth to each other. But where I'm from, like when all the creatures were silent, that was not always a good thing.
No, it usually meant there was a predator around.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same where I'm from. Yeah, well, it depends. Some like if it's like out away from the town. Sometimes like if it's like the prairie dogs, we call them.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a predator like a coyote coming up, they would start making lots of noise to let all of their all of them in their same little group to let them know that there was something danger approaching, and then they would kind of all run and scurry in their holes, but they would have to make a lot of noise first. They would run down and hide, and then of course I had to make sure to protect the sheep or the cattle, whatever I was watching. And of course we had dogs too. I had a really good dog.
So as Kaya's stories continue, the sun begins to rise. casting that golden glow over the party in this open expanse. You guys slowly come to wake in the morning. What would you like to do? Are you heading straight back out again?
Roz will start to keep a tab on how early Lost wakes up. Just mental note.
Lost is probably up earlier than most because Lost doesn't sleep. He meditates
Yeah.
4 hours a day.
Roz,
Yes, Kaya.
I just I want you to know. So I talk a lot about Eric and his cooking.
I mean, his cooking's very good.
Yeah, but I want you to know that I like your cooking just as much, and I don't want you to think that I like. It, maybe this sounds like like a platitude, but it's really not. I'm being sincere here. His cooking was like really fancy and stuff. Your cooking is amazing, and it tastes so good, and it does just as much amazing, stuff as what his did that time. How it gives me a boost or whatever when I'm down or when I need the energy or when I feel like I need like more fortitude. His never did that for me. It just made me tell a joke.
Nothing made you tell a joke.
Thank you, Kaya. That's very sweet. Also, I don't feel like the kitchen-esque situation is the same like playing field for me and Eric. But thank you. I much appreciate it. Insight check.
I'm being honest. I'm 100% being sincere. I don't care what you roll.
I just want to try out something.
Yeah, go on. Make a roll.
Okay. 22.
22. Yeah, I would say that you would read straight through your brother and see that he's being genuine. It's coming on very thick, but there does seem to be true sentiment in it.
Yeah, for sure. I just felt bad after what Rose said last night. So I'm saying this is a description, not role playing it. I would be probably laying it on a little thick because I feel really terrible and worried that he might think that I don't like his cooking. So I want to make sure he understands that I do.
Roz will smile and it's fine, Kaya. I mean, meals are meals and some meals are better than others, but if I make a really terrible meal, you would tell me, right?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I mean,
well, that really matters.
you would, if I tried to tell you otherwise, you would see right through me anyway. Like there was that one time that it wasn't very good ingredients. I think it was just like some bugs and some stuff like that. And
we were survival training, Kaya. I did my best.
It was better than I could. It was better than I could do.
It was a bowl of grubs. I couldn't make that a good meal for anyone's sake.
Well, and that was right when we were first learning, and you were just starting out with your cooking skills. And so, but if you made that same bowl of grubs now, it would taste a lot better. I guarantee you.
I swore to myself I would never do that ever again, even if we were dying, Kaya.
Well, all right. But I'm sure you could make them taste amazing.
As this conversation is happening, I want to lean over to Lily and be like, I think this is my fault. I I think they might be slightly arguing because of me. Oh well, as fate would have it.
And it'll like end with, which one's the long tree? There we go. Kaya handing over one of the treats he made the night before to Kaya, and like patting it.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's not grubs. It's not grubs.
Well, even if it was grubs, it would be a delicious meal.
No, it would not. It's grubs. Grubs are gross.
They can keep you alive.
Yes,
And if you prepare them in your special way, it would even give me like some sort of boost.
you know what else keeps you alive, Kaya? Oxygen. Keep it up. I'm gonna make you an oxygen sandwich. It's bread with oxygen and another piece of bread.
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm just saying we're not eating grubs. This is not what this trip is about. It's not the vibe.
Okay.
Kaya, take 1 point of psychic damage.
Okay.
It's okay.
I only have to take a half a point because I'm
No, you don't
resistant.
have to.
I'm resistant.
I love that Brent was just like, yeah, that's fair. Cut down. Okay. Does someone want to roll a d20 for me for the day?
Sure. Here we go. Start the day off. 16.
What is that?
16.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yes.
Yes. It's on the other pages of notes.
There you go. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, so the day is yours to head out traveling through this area that again is much more lush than you've seen in a couple of days, though mostly treeless. And the pathway does sort of lead up onto the mountainside again, but this area isn't as dry, and there are sort of patches of green on either side. It doesn't go as high. You're not going quite as elevated as you were before when you ran into the basilisks. So the ground is still fairly moist. And what you're noticing now is that there is like almost like a handrail that kind of skirts along the opposite, like the mountainside is on your left as you're traveling. On the opposite side of this pathway, there is a handrail as it lifts up, stopping you from sort of falling down the slope on the other side. Is there anything you want to discuss on the way?
I had the strangest dreams last night about snakes and goats. Anyone else?
I'll just look over or glance over at Kaya and make like a little smile. No dreams.
Oh, just me.
What did you dream about him?
There were just a lot of them, but it was strange. They were like snakes, but not snakes. They were like fleshy and like strange in a way. I didn't like it. Very sleepy. Ashley and Adeline are crossing in a weird way. We've become one.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Several hours into the travel for the day, say 4 or 5. Someone give me a perception check.
I will.
I'll help.
Or
you.
everyone, if you want.
20.
Okay. 15.
You say 22?
23.
14. Oh, sorry.
14.
15.
No one else? Okay. So this pathway is it's a mountainside pathway, so it kind of winds around the landforms as it goes along, and it does start to level off a little bit, and as you're traveling, there is a curve that goes around another side of the landform. And you hear, I would say, Kaya and Rose. You guys both hear from a distance something that sounds like. "Wah!"
Kaya, do you hear that?
"Ah!"
Is it a goat?
I do. I can't tell if it's a lost sheep or someone warming up to sing a song.
I think it might be a sheep or a goat.
Goats sound a little different. It's more like bah, and sheep are more like meh.
I learned something new.
Kaya, roll a performance check for me.
Oh God!
I suck at 2.
I'm literally crying.
There's something about his sort of dragon-esque vocals that don't emulate a sheep or a goat sound at all. It's kind of like the reverb is almost like clicking, and it doesn't sound like any sheep you've heard.
You know, Gahlia, that doesn't really sound like any sheep I've ever heard before.
Well, back home in South Sola, they actually thought I was pretty good at it.
Oh.
But I guess they were just being nice.
Or maybe everyone makes sheep noises like that. There. Anyway, we should probably see what this is.
Yep. Be careful, it could be a trap. I don't know why I thought that, but I just blurted it out.
That is a good point.
Okay.
We're make sure everyone is on the same page and hopefully can hear it now. Where's it coming from?
Seemingly around the around this corner that you're going around the landform as the pathway is following. It's curving off towards the left.
Is there any way to make a wider turn to where you're not or we're on a cross?
You're on a fixed pathway
Yeah.
right now that's running alongside.
Okay.
But
Well.
as you guys come around the corner, you see in front of you a cart, like a wagon, like a wagon that's meant to be like open topped, carrying something. Not like you had. It's not like a live-in cart.
Yet.
But it is it is tipped backwards onto the back right corner, and you see that there's no wheel attached to it. But what distracts you from taking that in are the two fucking giant goats with these huge curved horns. They're sort of grays and whites, but they are wearing like bridles. They're attached to the cart and they were pulling it, but they are not happy and sort of pulling and things. But the cart it's not traveling. It's kind of being dragged along the ground. And then you see, where is it? There it is. You see in front of you a large turtle-esque person When you've seen turtles, like the colors are usually a little bit more vibrant. This has sort of a desaturated tone to his shell, which looks a little chipped and a little worn, and his skin looks a little saggy, a little leathery, kind of cracked in a few places. There are small barnacles kind of clustered all over the back of his shell, and his beak actually goes inside the bottom jaw, and he has a slight underbite. And he is wrestling with these goats to no avail, and seemingly confused as to what to do with the goats, what to do with the cart, which is broken. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna run up and try to kind of calm the goats down and calm them down and get them to stop pulling.
Okay, how do you do that?
And I just run up there and it was like, whoa, settle down now. It's all right. Nope, it's okay. It's all right. And
Is that coming from the turtle or the goat? For the goat.
It is the goat.
And
Roz,
And we're like,
so I'll start like scratching it on the side of its face, kind of along the jawline, and it generally calms down, sheep and goat like
Give me
that.
an animal handling check.
I was going to say Roz is going to try and assist, and he's going to take his 2 remaining treats and offer one to each of the goats.
Okay. Make your animal handling check with advantage.
And they get 3 temporary hit points.
Well,
They now have 303 hit points.
I rolled 18 twice.
Oh, okay. So working with beasts of burden, which this seemingly is, like towing this open top cart, you are able to slowly distract it with the treats and get it to calm down. And the old turtle kind of waddles over towards you and says, "Ooh, thank you so much.
Not a problem.
I didn't know what I was going to do if you hadn't shown up. The wheel fell off my wagon."
is the wheel there?
You see, like a like 20, 30 feet away from the wagon is the wheel, which the spokes have broken. They are like large spindle wagon wheels, and the spokes are broken, and it seems to have taken off of the like something happened and the axle broke and the wheel is now separated.
Oh, I'm lost. Would you mind helping me get this wheel over there? I think I might be able to help. Lost? Are you awake?
I'm like in the middle, and I lay down the alchemy jug, and I just kind of mumble and go over and help with the wheel.
And Adeline will, I understand it affects a very small area, but will start casting mending where she can to try to.
Ooh, mending.
We're gonna mend it together, so double the mending.
It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute between the two of you. So you guys are currently occupied doing that.
Sir, what caused the wheel to come apart from the cart in the first place?
Oh, that's a long story. You see, We were coming along the mountain pass.
Oh my god, this guy is worse than Kaya.
And the yoke goats pulled the wagon over what I can only assume to be a large rock. And the bouncing caused the wheel to break.
Were you not there?
Yes, I was driving the cart.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't fall off and get hurt. You know, if they could have been dangerous.
Oh, I bounced off. I pulled into my shell.
That's a lucky thing to have.
I don't suppose it was lucky to have it. I've always had it.
Well, it's lucky that if someone had to fall off of a cart, that it was someone with a shell.
No.
I suppose so.
I am just going to break the
I
two
think-
of you talking for fear of an endless loop. We will get your wheel fixed, sir.
Where are you headed?
Ooh, that's a long story.
Oh no.
I'm headed back home. I suppose that wasn't very long. But I live at the base of the mountain in a place called Hunger's Edge.
Hunger? Could you say that again? Maybe not as slow?
Hunger's Edge.
Kaya, you can't tell people to say things not slow.
Hunger's Edge?
Especially.
Hunger's Edge.
Hunger's Edge.
Hunger's Edge.
Hunger's Edge, Kaya. Just retain it. Ladies, how's that wheel coming along?
You're not gonna believe this, but it's going incredibly slow. No.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know. You're making pretty fast progress to me.
What do you do there in Hunger's Edge? Sir, what's your name, by the way? My name is Kaya.
That's a long story.
Do you just have an exceptionally long name, or?
No. My name is Sholdy.
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 Salty.
Yes.
Salty. Yeah.
But most people call me Old Salty.
Old salty. All right.
Can't imagine why.
Because I'm pretty old.
There it is. That makes sense.
And I carry the salt in my cart.
You got. Oh, that's what this is back here. That's
It is a cart, correct?
no. I didn't realize it was full of salt.
It's not.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't realize it.
I delivered the salt. I delivered the salt to 10.
For 10?
10! The military stronghold
Oh,
up the coast.
Taryn.
That's what I said.
Okay.
10!
Yeah.
Adeline, can you cast haste?
I don't know that spell.
Oh shit.
Well, where do you get your salt from?
Kaya, leave the poor man alone. He's
That's
had
a long story.
Oh, it is.
It
I'm just
comes
gonna go
from
walk
the
to the
salt
back of the
mines
What? Yeah, I mean,
at Hunger's Edge.
oh, the salt is at Hunger's Edge.
In
Okay.
the salt mines.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you make a lot of money when you? That's a long trip, isn't it? To Tarn?
It's a long trip. Yes.
Was it? Does it usually take you 2 or 3 weeks round trip? Maybe longer?
Not that long.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to underestimate your travel speed.
The yote goats are very good at what they do.
Yote goats.
Yes, yote goats.
Do I have a frame of reference for a yote goat?
Yeah, you can make a nature check. You've never seen one of these before.
Are these like a mountain breed of goat?
10.
Yes, they do. They look like mountain goats, with like very full curled ram's horns.
Yeah. A bit like the mountain sheep that can just like hang on a half an inch wide precipice on a sheer cliff.
Yes, exactly. Well, what did you get?
A 10.
10. These look like big ass goats.
Yeah, they're really big. I know them. They're big.
I walk up to Kaya and I go, lovely conversation and all, but can you ask him if Hunger's Edge is on the way to the Dwarven City?
So, I've never heard Mr. Old Salty. I've never heard of Hunger's Edge, but I've been to Horbalder a couple of times. Is it Hunger's Edge on the way to Horbalder from here?
If you're going around the coast, then yes.
I think that's what we're doing.
Then yes.
Now, how far is Horbalder from here? Will we make it before the end of the day, or?
No.
All right. Hey, you guys, I was just thinking that the cart's empty. If we help him get back on his way, these goats seem to be pretty sure-footed in these mountains. He might let us catch a ride on the cart since we're helping him fix it.
You don't say. I am with you, Kaya.
Oh, Mr. Old Salty,
Yes.
after we get your cart back into working order, could we since your cart's empty and all, could we possibly catch a ride, ride on your cart with you with your goats?
Yes, absolutely. If you're able to put the wheel back on.
Well, I think they're working on fixing the wheel right
I
now.
don't think I can fit the horses in the back.
Well, they can come, we can tie them onto the back and they could come along that way.
No.
I could just ride the horse, and those who don't have a horse could ride the cart.
I would love to ride the cart.
That was expected.
I'll ride the other horse then.
I will take the other horse and leave them to their stellar conversation.
All right.
That's
How's it going back there?
Hi. So I had a new cantrip that got deleted or something. D&D Beyond, I love it. I just messed it up. It's called Renew, and I can touch something, and it is immediately restored to how it was 24 hours before that.
Wow.
Whatever it gets turned into, like whatever it was 24 hours ago, that's what it is.
Renew?
Renew. It's a cantrip.
I don't see it anywhere.
Okay, it's on my thingy.
Oh, you don't have Homebrew turned on, do you?
Oh, I'm right. Shoot. Never mind. Oh, we messed with it because of the decompose.
Yes. There you go.
Oh, never mind. Then I can't do that.
Powerful.
Like we're homebrewed that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a super powerful cantrip. That's awesome.
No, right? But it's non-living. Like it has to be like you just touch it and it's like that for 24 hours and then it goes back.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Whoever homebrewed that, that's clutch. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I'll say after about an hour. It doesn't look 100%, but it seems to be holding.
Adeline's like visibly sweating. This is the hardest work I've ever done in my life.
The guy carrying the big ass wheel.
Just like touching things. I had to kneel in the dirt. Ooh.
Have you never planted flowers before?
Plant flowers, please. I buy them from a florist. Why would I? Yeah. Oh, like for fun.
Yes, and to like grow flowers. And
I
have them.
suppose that could be satisfying. No, I never have.
I mean, not all flowers are magical, and I'll pull one of my roses from my.
I love when you do that.
Well, you can have this one then.
She'll put it in her vest lapel.
Very nice.
All
done.
Yes, I believe it's in working order for the most part. I think it should hold.
Then come on in.
Great.
Yeah, no. I hop on the horse.
Adeline will climb into the cart and be happy to not be like sitting horse-wise.
Let's get this goat on the road.
That's fine.
And as he kicks off the yote goats, moving along forwards. That is where we're gonna end tonight's show.
We are not recruiting this guy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he's already in it.
For like a fraction of a moment, I thought we were about to meet like homebrewed goat people, and I was like, "What is happening?"
But they've still got like the slit eyes that look in different directions.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around. That was really fun. If you're not already, I've seen some new people in here. Please click follow. I'm seeing lots of people following now and getting their characters rolled on screen, which is really cool. So go ahead and click follow. That helps us out a ton. We're still a small growing channel, so all of that really helps us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of the gifted subs. Oh, look at that, Chris. Look at you, man. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for everything tonight. This was way better than the sort of jerky mess that was last week. So we appreciate you coming back.
Yes.
We will
Shout out to Mike.
be live on Monday. What did you say?
I said shout out to Mike for being here to run the stream tonight.
Yes,
Thank you. You guys
yes.
can't see him, but he's here.
Mike,
and he's doing amazing work.
the Goblin Artificer Twitch domain is working in the background to make sure that we are not just like robot jittering messes. So thank you, Mike, for giving up your Friday night. Yes. Well, I was saying something, and now I don't know what we're saying. Monday, we will be back for another sort of hangout chat stream. Last one was super fun. We got through some pretty cool chit chat and things. So I think we'll do another one of those. So come along and join in and get to know some of the cast and players and everything a little bit better, rather than just the characters. So yeah, and bring your questions, because we were loading those in as they were coming in, not just going through the ones that we had put aside. So yeah, thanks so much.
Ashley has an announcement about
I think we're gonna be raiding. What?
Ashley has an announcement. I know,
What?
because Ashley has an announcement about Thursday.
Oh yes. Ashley, take it away.
Hey, do you like to be scared? I would love to scare you. Come play. Oh fuck, I'm beefing it. Hey,
Selling it.
Call a Cthulhu on Thursday. It's an original one shot, and it's gonna be really fun and scary and Halloween times. And we're playing this Thursday and next Thursday. Yay!
Yes, it is a 2-part series, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna allude to the setting or anything like that?
Yes, it takes place at a amusement park dubbed Dreamland, and it's a modern scenario, and it's gonna be a creepy fun time, and a lot of people are gonna die.
Oh, great.
Awesome. So yeah, so we'll be running that on this Thursday and next Thursday, and then we'll be making it sort of a semi-regular thing as well on the channel. So that's one of the new things that we've got going on. So thank you all for everyone who supports us and allows us to be able to make all of this new stuff, because we want to keep producing really cool content. We are going to raid I don't know how to say that.
Delirium.
Is it like delirium, but it's delirium?
Delirium. Delirium. There it goes.
We're going to raid. So stick around, get some extra channel points that you can use to give flex points to our players. Throw down some raid emojis, and thank you so much for starting your weekend off the right way with Fables of Gahlia. We will see you Monday for our chat stream. Take care, guys. Love you.